crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com with your morning horn disease, your sip of chaga coffee. Let's go silver. Let's go silver. So exciting. I'll get to this in 1 second. First of all, yesterday's video was chopped by YouTube. Chop. We are going on the road tomorrow to talk about free speech, talk about precious metals, talk about cryptos. Come join us on the road tomorrow. We will be at the Real and Brand. We're jumping in the RV. We're traveling to 6 different cities, spreading the word of freedom, of liberty, of securing your assets in your own possession, the end of the old system, the beginning of something new. It's going to be a hoot. We start at 2 o'clock tomorrow at the Real and Brand. See that? The Real and Brand in Sonoma. More information, go to Roadshow at roadtoroota.com. Roadshow, it'll give you the times and dates. We are hitting Sonoma, Santa Barbara, LA, San Diego, Phoenix, and Albuquerque. Come hang out with us. This is important. Back to this. If you're on the private road, yesterday's video on YouTube was scrubbed by the criminals at YouTube. I posted on the private road in Ruta's Road Trips. So go to the private road, click on Road Trips, and you'll see it's a pretty good one too, because it relates what's going on in our financial system to this phony, it's not even the fog of war. There's a lot more going on than what you hear on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC. But they didn't let me talk about it yesterday. I posted on the private road. Go check that out. All right. Also, I want to point out my discussion with Jean-Claude and Julie. And Andy Scheckman joined us as well about silver and this weekend. Silver, and we all saw the spike that happened this morning, right? Check out what I said. This is Tuesday about this coming weekend.
Oh, very good. And Andy, Bix, you were smiling a couple of times there during that deliberation by Andy. What do you want to share with the audience?
Well, first, Julie, I am so jealous that you get to buy your first silver now. I wish I didn't have to go through the 22 years of pain. And I just knew I'd buy right now and just say, yes, look at that. I bought silver and it went skyrocket within a matter of weeks. But having said that, I'm gonna make Andy mad right now and make a prediction that if you don't get your silver orders in by this Friday, you're pretty much screwed with this crazy weekend coming up. Anything could happen this Friday, financially, geopolitically, government-wise. I mean, I have never seen so many things line up. A COMEX default is absolutely a possibility.
So there you go. I said, I put Andy on the hook. I said, everybody's going to be ordering by Friday because all these things are lining up. The end of our fiat system is lining up. Now, I have you know, silver popped today. Today is Friday. Every time the price goes up, people buy. So I would imagine he's going to have a big weekend. If you want to get silver, number one, start your local coin shop. Go down there and say, hey, what silver do you have that I can take home right now with me? If you don't have a local guy, contact Andy Scheckman. Andy at milesfranklin.com. And he'll set you up. Right now, I'd say, give me what you got in inventory. I don't know how long it's going to be before everything freezes up. We've already seen trucking freeze up in Canada, and the truckers are headed to, I think they'll get there tomorrow or the next day to Washington, D.C. Anything can happen, my friends, and the risks are higher than they've ever been. And the inches away from freedom. These bankers, these criminal banking assholes are on their knees. And we just need to keep doing what we're doing. Slow and steady wins the race. Keep buying that silver. Keep spreading the word that silver's massively undervalued. 170 years of price suppression is about to end. It won't end at $30 silver. It won't end at $50 silver. It will end at a 1-to-1 ratio with gold at least. And that's in the thousands of dollars. But I think gold is going to be popping even yeah. I don't understand gold investors, truthfully. If they're so smart on the monetary side, then they would know that silver's been a much more valuable monetary instrument in the history of mankind. Other than the banksters, Remember, the banksters hold all the gold. Other than the banksters holding the gold, why wouldn't you buy massive amounts of silver? Silver is 50% of its all-time high in 1980. How many monetary instruments have been invented and spread around the world since 1980? The only thing that stops silver from being over $10,000 an ounce right now is the COMEX, is JP Morgan, Bank of America, Virtu Financial, all these criminals who rig the COMEX exchange, which is a futures and options exchange. This is ending. This will end abruptly, and you won't be able to get any metal at all in your hands. So it had a nice little pop today, but we all know what they do. We are firmly above the 200-day moving average, as you can tell. So yes, now the tech funds are going to start moving in. Let's get the 200-day moving average right here. Firmly above it. Tech funds have to close out their shorts and go long, and they're competing with Bank of America, who's in deep shit, by the way, and who came in to bail them out? None other than right here, JP Morgan. Today, JP Morgan issued 3,000 contracts, the amount that was short. So with JP Morgan customers, probably BlackRock to save their bacon. These are criminals running a criminal game. And as I pointed out in my post yesterday that you guys didn't get to see unless you're on the private road, Bank of America is loading up on physical silver of the last 3 months, almost 4,000 contracts. No, more than 4,000 contracts now. Why are they doing this? Because they're going to have to deliver. They didn't write any leases back in last year in the first quarter. These are one-year leases, but they wrote them in the second quarter and massive in the third quarter. So they're going to have to be delivering into the second quarter. That's why they're loading up on silver right now. And then the third quarter, there's no way they can even get by that. I don't think we're going to make it that long, but we'll see. They've done this for 170 years. They've never had as many eyes on them, though. They've never had an internet where individuals are screaming about the manipulation and undervaluation of silver. I don't even know why I scream about undervaluation. That means you get to buy it cheaper. If silver was $10,000 an ounce today, it'd be hard to buy an ounce of silver. Right? We love cheap prices. But we also know that these criminals rig every market. It's not just the silver market. It's the gold market. It's the crypto market. It's the foreign exchange market. It's the stock market, the bond market, the derivative market. They're all rigged by this band of criminals. Computers and derivatives, I've laid it out on the road to Ruta for years now. And it's coming to an end. That's the key. This is coming to an end. We are going to return to a different monetary system once the derivative weapon of mass financial destruction is cut loose. And what is that? $2 quadrillion in derivatives. Yes, the Bank of America 20 billion ounce short position in silver counts as part of that. 2 quadrillion. Nobody survives that. Nothing survives that. My suggestion, get physical silver in your own possession. If you have physical gold, swap it for silver. Your local coin shop will do that, or Andy Scheckman will do that. Andy at milesfranklin.com. If you love gold, you should dump all your gold for silver. Wait till silver's cut loose from this 170 years of price suppression, and then buy all that gold back, and you'll have 80 times the amount of gold. 80. Kind of close to 80. They take commissions out as we go. Cryptos, great time to buy. Hang on tight. Remember, silver's all about ending 170 years of price suppression. Cryptos are all about the future of our economic system. My favorite is Theta. I've been screaming it for a long time. Theta Fuel, Theta Drop. We can issue universal basic income through Theta. When Samsung and Sony download the Edge node on every single smart device they have out there, it's an overnight download. You can expand broadband to the whole world. Everybody has cheap, high-speed internet, and it's all a single download of the Theta Edge node. People will be earning Theta Fuel. I hope this is sinking in. I know it has for the Road to Ruta members who've been following my work, and they understand what Theta is. It's got little to do with cryptocurrency, if you ask me. It has everything to do with saving humanity from destruction. The digital currency group, that criminal cabal that owns almost all cryptos, they don't have their hands in Theta Labs. Nope. Theta Labs self-funded, no ICO. And that's going to be a big deal coming up with Gary Gensler at the helm. He wants to crush cryptos and then crush them so that his banker friends get a hold of them and then control them. That's the plan of the United States of America. Will it work? I doubt it. Cryptos don't give a shit about the United States of America. They don't give a shit about Gary Gensler. When our system falls apart, people like Gary Gensler, the regulators. Gary Gensler was the head of the CFTC when JP Morgan rigged the silver market and had to pay a $920 million fine. He was the guy who Bart Chilton said it was a political decision not to bust JP Morgan way back then. That's Gary Gensler. And now he's the head of the SEC, and he wants to be control of all cryptos around the world. Good luck with that. You think Russia's going to fall for that bullshit? You think China is going to fall for that bullshit? Oh, by the way, you don't think the system's about to implode? State Department official warned President Xi of China he will face serious consequences if China helps Moscow avoid sanctions. The United States administration, if it is truthfully there, the Biden administration, has no say anymore. They're pathetic. They're weak. I don't even think they have control of any of this. I think it's all a facade, a fake front. But we'll find out, right? Now China's going to say, screw you, Wes. We don't need you. We have 1.3 billion people who will consume the products that we make. We have ghost cities that we make for hundreds of millions of them. Empty cities that are ready to be lived in. There's a complete replica of Paris, France, sitting in China. Look it up. They call them ghost cities. They were built for this time when China would shut its borders to the manufacturing of the world. It's the best thing for the world. The U.S. is so stupid. We were doing it on purpose. You got to remember that. All this stuff is on purpose, orchestrated. Cutting off Russia from the financial system cut the head off a lot of banks that were basically dealing in Russia. Credit Suisse told its customers who did deals with Russian assets to burn their documents. I just read that today, and I'm like, oh my God. Banks are telling customers to burn their documents. Wow. That's how criminal our current system is. If I hear, what's her name, Elizabeth Warren, say one more time how bad cryptos are, money launderers and drug smugglers, who do you think launders money for these people now? Your banking system. JP Morgan Chase, Credit Suisse, HSBC, those are the real criminals. Elizabeth Warren's just too stupid to get it. She will not be leading the charge forward. She's just too dumb. Sorry, Liz. Hey, everybody crack a beer with me. Remember that? I'm your regular Joe. You're not. You're a crazy liberal freak left who doesn't understand the financial system and it whacked you in the face. Whacked you. Driving Bitcoin donations. Ukraine and Russia conflict showcases separation of money and state. Bitcoin doesn't give a shit if the U.S. doesn't like Bitcoin. Whoever bans Bitcoin, whoever puts up the most walls against cryptocurrencies will lose in the future, in the near future. The countries that embrace cryptos and Bitcoin, like Russia is about to do full-fledged, like China is about to do full-fledged, those are the countries that will win this game. And the moment that they do, the U.S. will do it as well. Because it is an awesome solution to a problem. Now, I'm not saying there's no criminals in the cryptos, and they should be routed out and taken down. The crypto cabal, the pedo cabal, all that shit needs to go. And it's going to happen. Anyway, that's where we are. Crazy. Get your physical silver in your own possession before the weekend. I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. And that's the problem. We don't know what's going to happen. We do know that silver is undervalued by at least 80 times. 80. The silver moves are going to blow away anything cryptos have ever done. Because it's a longer suppression time. So if you really love cryptos, buy as much silver as possible. Ride the wave of silver manipulation ending and then flip it over into cryptos after silver's gone to $10,000, $20,000 an hour. That's the road to Ruta advice. This is not financial advice. This is the road to Ruta advice. That's all I got for you. Again, tomorrow we start our road trip. Where is it? There it is, in Sonoma at the Real and Brand. So go to roadtoruta.com, click on Roadshow, and come see us tomorrow, or in Santa Barbara, LA, San Diego, Phoenix, Hollywood, and the Sunset Strip. Isn't that a song? Anyway, that's it. Here's a little ditty, and I hope to see you tomorrow in Sonoma, California.